Hey y'all! So it's that time again. I'm doing my October favorites. So I don't have a lot of stuff like I usually do. Once again, I've just been trying to use what I have. But I did make a bit of a splurge, and it was the Urban Decay Vice palette. So it just opens slowly like this. Is that not gorgeous? The moment I found out about this, I just knew that I had to have it. So you get 20 shadows. I think there's 0.03 ounces and normal shadows are like 0.05. It has a giant mirror and this double-ended brush, and I really like this brush. One end is like a flat shader side and the other is a fluffy brush that's good for blending. I think it's the same one that was in the Naked 2 palette. I only have the Naked 1 though. But the star of this are definitely these shadows. My favorites are Junkie. That is like a dark green. Chaos. That is a matte blue. I also really like Occupy. It is a bluish silver. And Penny Lane, that's a peachy gold. But I do like all of these shadows. The only one that I don't like goes by the name of Jagged. I just find that really gritty and very hard to work with. Could definitely work with the other colors though. Some of them do have a bit of fallout, especially the glittery shades, so that's just something to keep in mind. But I definitely think it's worth the money. Something that I've heard a lot of people say, it's good if you say only have the Naked 1 or 2 palettes and you want to experiment more with Urban Decay. But if you have, say, the 15th anniversary palette, there is some overlap. For me, I only had the Naked palette and a single eyeshadow in Kush before I got this. So that is awesome. Okay, enough about the Vice palette. I could rave about that thing for hours. Next thing I have is a Bare Minerals Mineral Veil, and this one is in Original SPF 25. This is a really great setting powder. It took a bit of getting used to because it is a loose powder and this is the first one I've ever had, but I really like it. Also, I'm glad it has SPF in it because even though I'm really good about putting sunscreen on my face during the summertime, I do sometimes get a bit lazy in the winter. And I really like to apply this with another one of my favorites, the EcoTools Baby Kabuki brush. This is so soft. I just like running it over my hands sometimes. This actually came in a set with 3 other brushes. I think there was a powder brush, an eye blending brush, and there was also a concealer brush, which I also like to use as an eye shading brush. And these are honestly not expensive, but they are great quality. EcoTools is yet another thing I rave about all. Next thing I have is a corrector from Bobbi Brown, and this is in Light Bisque. There it is. It's a pinky tone concealer. I just put it right underneath my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealer, and it really makes me look awake. Now what I really like about this particular corrector, it comes in a huge variety of shades. So no matter what your skin tone is, you'll find one that looks just right on you. I know that a lot of brands, they have a pink concealer, but it only comes in like 1 shade. Sometimes 2 or 3, but you don't get a huge variety, and it's not just the drugstore brands either. I remember I once tried Benefit's Erase Paste on the back of my hand, and I was thinking, this is good coverage, but it's gonna look too dark on me. Yes, I am very pale. In case you're wondering, I am NW15 in MAC. Anyways, the next thing I have is a gel liner from Maybelline, and this one is an eggplant. I don't know if you can really see the color. It's a dark shimmery purple. While the Physicians Formula liners are still #1 in my book, this one is a pretty close second. It's very creamy. And I know Physicians Formula is not as widely available as Maybelline, so if you've been looking for a good drugstore gel liner and have not been able to find a Physicians Formula, I suggest you give this one a try. Okay, so that's it for makeup. I have 2 nail polishes that I've been loving. The first one is the one that I'm wearing right now. It is Essie's We're In It Together, and this is a light pink. It was from their Breast Cancer Month collection, so I've been wearing that a lot. And the second one is the one that I was wearing for Halloween, and this is Revlon's Midnight Affair. This is a really dark navy blue. I wouldn't say these are as good quality as, say, Essie or OPI, but they're still pretty good. And they're about half the price, so I guess it's understandable that they wouldn't be as amazing. Okay, favorite book. I'll admit it, I've been in a bit of a reading slump this month. I just haven't been reading as many books. But I do have one that I read and really enjoyed. and it is A Nation Worth Ranting About by Rick Mercer. If you don't know who this guy is, he has a show on CBC. Basically, he makes fun of Canadian politics, and he is hilarious. So I was super excited when I saw that he had come out with another book. Basically, this contains a lot of hilarious rants about Canadian politics and a few non-political topics. Like, there's this one about how sometimes political parties here send us ads about how another party is being dumb or something like that, and are technically actually paying for them to be sent to our mailbox. So there's this line here I really loved. The only thing we like better than junk mail is really offensive junk mail that we paid for. I don't know why I love that so much. So, highly enjoyed this. Stayed up many nights laughing. And that is it for October favorites. That's all I've got for you now. I love you, and you'll see me soon. Bye! Alright, so I don't... Stop being so loud, Mom. I'm trying to film here. I think they're 0.5 ounces. What the hell? Next thing I have is a love putting this under my eyes, right underneath my while the physician's formula, and they're